Hello friends, welcome to this new and exciting videos on our Power BI Basic series. Okay, we have covered so many visuals till now, and today we are going to cover area chart. Okay, so I'll just rename this file area chart. Okay, so till now we have covered different charts. We have learned how to create those charts. We have learned how to properly format those charts. We have started with the stack bar chart, then we have covered stack column chart, and we are using only black and white color. Okay, in these visuals. Then we have created cluster bar chart, cluster column chart, 100% stacked bar chart, 100% stacked column chart. Then we have created line and stacked column chart, line and cluster column chart. In the previous section, we have covered line chart only, and in today's section, we are going to cover area chart. Okay, so I have given the link of dataset in the description box. What you have to do, you have to just select this. You have to just download the given dataset in the form of Excel file. You have to load that file into the Power BI. You have to create two measures, which I have created: total quantity and total sales, which we have discussed already in the previous section. Okay, so I'll give the links of those videos for the previous leak covered. Okay, in the description box. Just download the dataset, load into the Power BI report, create the measures, and follow the same steps which are shown in this video for creating or for learning how to create area chart. Okay, so for creating the area chart, you have to just select this area chart. Okay, and increase the size of the area chart and drag your visuals at the center of your canvas. Okay. Then once the chart is selected, you have to define certain things for creating the graph. So on x-axis. Okay. So first you have to define x-axis, what you want to show on x-axis. So first, what I'll do, I'll just drag this region field on x-axis. Then, then the next thing is we have to define y-axis, what we want to show on y-axis. So what I'll do, I'll show total sales on y-axis like this. Okay. Then the next thing which we have to define for area chart is secondary y-axis. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll drag summation of profit for secondary y-axis. Now, if you see, okay, so why this is happening, because zeros for total sales and zero for y-axis and zero for secondary y-axis are not matching. Okay, now what is y-axis and what is secondary y-axis? So this is primary y-axis, or we can say y-axis only. So it is zero is starting from here. Okay, but for secondary y-axis, the zero is starting from here. Why? Because it has certain negative values as well. Okay, so if this error is there, so how to sort that? We'll show only 10 values on x-axis. Okay, so for defining that one, what you can do, you can just enable this filter pane. Okay, so for sum of profit, okay, so for region, instead of basic filtering, you can select top n, select 10 based on summation of profit and apply the filter. Now see, this is looking really good now. Okay, then the next thing we have to define for small multiples. Now let's say you have to create same graph for different segments available. Will you always drag the chart and you will apply the filter for each and every segment? That will be very lengthy and very tedious process. So instead of that, just drag segment for on small multiples. So you will get the same graph, which is total sales, total profit versus different region for each and every segment like this. It's very easy. Okay, just you can drag the field on small multiples. So this is the use of small multiples. Now the next option which is available for customization is tooltip. Now what is tooltip? So when you drag your cursor on any of the important point, it will show certain information. Right now, for example, if you drag your cursor for this particular point, it is showing that the region is Central America. The value of total sales is shown. The summation of, or we can say total profit, is also shown. Okay, but let's say you want to add some more data to this information. So what you will do, you will just drag that field into tooltip. Now if you drag along with the previous information, it will show total quantity as well, which is 30967. So this is the use of tooltip. Okay, that what is the next thing which we can do is we learn how to format this visual. So this is the area chart. Okay, basically area chart and line chart are same. On line chart we show only lines, and in case of area chart, we'll show what area is covered on that line as well. So you can convert from area chart to line chart and line chart to area chart as well. I'll show you later on how to do that. Okay. Now let us learn how to format this particular visual. So always remember that while formatting the visuals, first we have to define the color of our canvas background. So canvas is nothing but a space where we create the visuals. Okay. So this white space. So for defining that one, I'll go to canvas background. I'll select color as black. Okay. Even though after selecting color as black, the black color is not visible on canvas background because transparency is 100%. So I'll reduce the transparency. I'll make transparency to 0%. Now background color is visible. Okay, but it is looking very awkward that our visual color is a visual background color is different and canvas background color is different. So we will make same color. Just select your visual, go to format your visual option and click on general. Go to effect. Here you can define the color of your background for the visual. So I'll select black color. Okay, now this is done. The next thing is right now our visual does not have any border. So for creating the border, you have to just enable this. Okay, select border color as white. Okay, and rounded corner any value between 15 to 20. I'll select 15. Okay, so what it will do, instead of the sharp corner, it will give a rounded corner like this. Okay, this. And one more thing which we will do here is we'll increase the width of the border line. Right now it is 1%, 1 pixel, sorry. So we will make it to 2 pixel. Go to effect, visual border. Instead of 1 pixel, we'll increase width and the value will be 2 pixel. And one more thing which we are going to do here is we'll enable the shadow button. Okay, instead of black color, we'll select white color for the shadow. Now see, the shadow is present on the bottommost and towards right side. So if you want to change the position, okay, let's say you want left and top, you can do. See, now shadow is present on top and left. So instead of top and left, I'll prefer that it should be on bottom and towards right side. This is done. Okay. Now always remember that whatever fields which you have selected while creating this area chart, you have to format those fields as well. Okay. Now whatever the data is present on y-axis, x-axis, and secondary y-axis, these are not clearly visible. Okay. So for that we'll do formatting of a visual. So just select the visual, go to this option, format your visual. First we'll format x-axis. We'll make the values bold which are present on x-axis, and we'll select white color and we'll increase the size to 12. Okay, this is done. Now the next thing is the title present on x-axis. Okay, so we'll make title as bold. We'll select white color as title and we'll increase the size of the title to 50. Okay, see the title present on x-axis is clearly visible now, which is region. Similarly, we will format y-axis as well. Okay, so you can define maximum and minimum value for y-axis. Okay, right now it is starting from 1 million. If you want to start it from 0, you can put minimum value as 0. Okay, if you want logarithmic scale instead of normal scale, you can do that as well. And right now if you observe carefully, the bottommost position is lowest one and the topmost value is the maximum, or we can say highest one. So if you want to invert this, means if you want to start from maximum to minimum value, you can invert the range using this toggle button. Okay, then whatever the title is present on y-axis, we'll make it bold, we'll increase the size to 15. Okay, and we'll select color as white. Okay, and we'll do same thing to values as well. We'll make values bold. We'll select size as 12 and text color as white. Then secondary y-axis. For that also you can define the values. Okay, you can use logarithmic scale for that as well. Then what are the values which are present on secondary y-axis? We'll make it bold. We'll select white color and the text size should be same as y-axis and x-axis, which is 12. Then title on secondary y-axis, we'll make it bold and we'll select white color. And again, it will be 15. Then this particular thing which is showing that this dark blue color is used for sum of profit and light blue color is for sum of sales. Okay, so these are nothing but the legend. Now we'll format this legend as well. Right now the position is on the top towards the left side, so we'll keep on the top but at center. So we have taken the legend at the center. Okay, now we'll format the text of the legend using this option. We'll make it bold, we'll use white color, we'll increase the size to 30. Okay, then if you want any title for legend, you can do. Okay, if you don't want, you can disable. Then grid line. Okay, once the grid line is set up, our visual will look really cool. Okay, so as our background is dark, we'll select lighter color for grid line. Instead of dotted, we'll select solid and we'll increase the width of the grid line by 1 pixel. So now the width is 2 pixels and our graph is looking really good. Okay, you can give zoom slider option for both y-axis and secondary y-axis so that you can change the values present on y-axis according to you. So I'll enable like zoom slider for both y-axis and secondary y-axis. If you want slider labels and slider tooltips, you can enable this button. Now lines. Okay, these lines. So right now our line is total sales. Okay, line style is solid. Width is, we'll make width as 4 pixel. We can decide color of the line. We'll take darker color for that one for total sales. Okay, and shaded area is enabled. What is marker and on, we'll discuss later. Now the next thing is for total sum of profit. Okay, line style is solid. Line width will increase, and then color for the line will select lighter color. And shaded area, for shaded area for both we have selected same option. Okay, match the color line. Done. Now what are markers? So markers are nothing but these important points. Okay, if you want to show markers very clearly, you can just enable this toggle button. Okay, for some, first we'll define marker for total sales. Okay, so right now the shape is circle, so instead of that we'll use square, and instead of 5 pixel we'll increase the size to 9 or 10 pixels. Okay, so that it will be clearly visible. Now the next thing is markers for profit. So we'll select diamond button and we'll again increase the size to 9 or 10 pixels so that it will be clearly visible. Okay, done. You can decide the color of markers from this. Okay, then data labels. Okay, so data labels are nothing but if I ask you now what is the total sales for Central America directly, so by dragging mouse cursor on total sales you can tell the value, but just by visualizing the graph you cannot tell the value. Okay, but if you want to give the customization that just by visualizing or just by watching your visual anyone should tell what is the total sales for Central America, okay, you can just enable the data labels, so it will show the values for each and every important point as well. Okay, so we'll just format it. So for total sales, first we'll format for total sales. I'll keep position above. Okay, and the text color as bold. Size should be 12. White color. Okay. Then for total profit, now for total sales, we have selected above. So for total profit, I'll select under. For values, right now the color selected is this one. So instead of that, I'll try first white color. Yes, these are visible. Okay. Now see if anyone asks what is the total sales for Central America. Just by watching, you can directly tell that the total sales for Central America is around 7 million because 7 million is visible clearly. Okay. So this is the use of data labels. So we have learned how to format this area chart perfectly. Okay. Now the last thing which is remaining while formatting the area chart is the title of the chart. The title of the chart is not visible. So what I'll do, I'll select the visual, go to general setting, click on this drop down. So right now, the title is total sales, total profit, total quantity by region. The title is not visible because of the text color. So I'll use white color. I'll make it bold. I'll increase the size of the title. Right now, the position of the title is toward, it is aligned towards left. So I'll align it to center. Now, one more thing. I'll draw one divider line below the title. Okay. Divider line color should be white. Line style, I'll keep solid and I'll increase the width of the divider line. So this is done. This is the complete formatting of area chart. So what we have learned in this section, we have learned how to create area chart, what are the different customization options which are available for area chart, and how to do proper formatting for the area chart. Okay, so I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, please hit like button. Please share and subscribe this channel as well. Thank you for joining with me. In the next video, we are going to cover our next video visual. Thank you for joining with me in this video. Thank you.